have a very similar culture, and the people who live in America, or the West, who are Christian, Jewish, Muslim, and the likes, also have a different culture, right? So when we think about foreign policy from the United States standpoint, we got to take all these things into account, right? We got to take into not the high level concepts, you know what I mean, like trade and and this and tariffs and interest rates and all that type of stuff, but like basic things, right? So that's what I bring to the table is like as a regular American, from the system, right? From the system of America, I had the privilege to live in different places in Muslim countries.
What do you know about Somaliland?
So in 2003, I worked with the U.S. State Department with the American Refugee Committee in Minnesota. And we work with the United Nations to create a series of campaigns to raise money to build hospitals in between Somaliland and Dadaab, Kenya. Because there's many people who are fleeing Islamic radicalism and fleeing that and going through Dadaab, Kenya, and they would die.
But Somaliland doesn't border Kenya. I think you was going to Somalia.
All right, Somalia, whatever. But the point he's saying is that people were leaving there and they were
same, right? Dying. Somaliland, they're all one country.
No, they're not the same at all.
Well, are they like two different countries right now or no?
Yeah, they've got two completely different foreign policies. One hates the Jews, one doesn't.
But do they have embassy or something, Somaliland?
Yeah, they do. They're just not internationally recognized. They're in the same position as Taiwan.
Also, just one country. Okay, let's.
No, I mean they're an autonomous region. It's the same as Taiwan. The exact same.
Yeah, but nobody believes Taiwan is a country.
Of course they do.
Anyways,
that's why they've got American backing.
Well, the Taiwan is considered the imperial.
Are you Sin? Do you support Israel?
No.
You don't?
No. Why would I support a country that's killing its people?
So where are you from?
Somaliland.
Where are you actually from? What are you? Are you an Arab? What are you?
He's from Somaliland.
What is he, Rabbi?
He said he's from Somaliland.
Well, he's obviously not. So, I mean, what is he? What's his position in this whole thing?
He said he's from Somaliland. Like, you don't believe me?
Because at first you were saying, oh, you people, you Muslims, Palestinians, you don't know how to conversate.
Well, there's nothing that you said that was wrong. I'm just.
And then now you're saying that you're saying you don't support Israel. So,
I'm just telling you, Adam, that I'm for the truth, regardless of what it is.
Are you embarrassed of what country you're from?
Okay, fine.
You said he's from.
Hold on, Black Rabbi. Don't stop joking. So, are you embarrassed then?
Why don't you just look at my profile to find out?
He said he's from Kenya. He said he's from Kenya.
He's not Kenyan. He's not African.
All right, let's move on. Let's get back to it.
Unless, hold on. What is he? I really couldn't tell you what he is. Is he Ethiopian?
Bro, I don't know who anybody is, bro.
We talk about the subject. You're getting away from the topic.
I just don't understand people that have nefarious intentions. Like,
there's
you
no
want to conversate.
The truth of the matter is, Arabs and Muslims are shit. They don't know how to take care of it.
Yeah, so what are you?
They're incapable of ruling themselves. That's why the Turks ruled them for many years. And the only opportunity they had, they squandered by killing each other. Doesn't matter what I am. I'm telling you what it is.
Of course it matters. You're making commentary. Hold on. You're making commentary on other people, right?
Yes.
And other nations, and you're generalizing.
It's true that the Turks ruled the Arabs.
Hold on. And then when I ask you, where are you from, you don't want to say. So are you throwing stones from a glass house?
Oh my God, this guy. This is why the.
If you did reveal where you're from, do you think I could make some comments about your people? Is that why you're afraid to tell me where you're from?
Okay, I'm from Sudan.
You can't even be honest. You can't even have an honest discussion.
What are you gonna believe? Wait, which country?
Are you an Israeli? If you're an Israeli, just say it.
Fine, I'm an Israeli.
Bro, people like you, I can't even speak with. Honestly.
If I tell you my real country right now, would you believe me?
Well, I mean, you're a compulsive.
Why would you not just be honest? So, like, why, like, be?
Yeah.
I'm not, but I don't understand where I'm from.
And the worst thing is, you're not even consistent with a position. I mean, you're saying the Arabs are shit, and then when I ask you, do you support Israel, you say, no, I don't support people that commit genocide.
Why would I support a country that does not have no benefit from?
So you don't support either side. Are you just here to criticize others?
No, I'm here to learn how.
You're not learning anything.
I'm learning something because I'm realizing
have you done an IQ test?
Okay, I realize that you.
Bro, come on, bro. I don't need negativity. I'm trying to figure out.
Let's
the guy's an idiot. Honestly.
Okay, fine. Maybe he is. Maybe he is. I don't know.
Let me just.
No. You're no longer allowed to contribute to this conversation.
Stop, bro. It's not a point. The point is just saying we gotta figure out solutions.
Unless you want to say where you're from, that's the only way you can.
Bro, I don't care where he's from. I don't care where he's from.
Alright, I'm Ethiopian, alright?
I don't even care. I don't care, honestly.
Hey, Shalom, man. What's good?
What's up? Adam, are you happy now that I told you where I'm from?
Are you actually?
Yeah, you know me?
Of course I am. I mean, this is what I'm telling you.
What type of Ethiopian?
Oh my god, now we're going into the...
If you was an Ethiopian, you wouldn't say that Somalians are the same thing.
Adam, you're not focused on world peace right now.
Yeah, you're not. Adam, just focus. This is the problem.
No Ethiopian speaks like you.
This is the point
Mordecai, you don't know me no more.
And earlier you said the Arabs are
Muslim, man. This is the
earlier you said the Arabs are enslaving
Adam, why are you doing this, bro? I'm trying to focus on world peace right now. Why are you taking away from the vibe?
Just check out this guy, man.
I don't care. I'm just saying, bro, like, I'm trying to figure out solutions for world peace. You have solutions or not?
I mean, listen, that's above my pay grade.
Bro, you know what?
Hey, okay, you're mediocre.
I do agree. I think American...
I could sit here and just regurgitate a bunch of bullshit.
Adam.
Okay, so don't regurgitate. Think for yourself.
But I'd rather be honest and say, world peace is something that's above my pay grade.
Why? You've been brainwashed.
I haven't been brainwashed.
You've been brainwashed.
Do you think there's a simple solution?
No, I think you've been brainwashed to not even think about it.
So do you think there's a simple solution?
You've been brainwashed to believe. Wait, fall back. I think you've been brainwashed to believe that you do not have the ability to create world peace. I believe you've been indoctrinated to believe that, and you've been indoctrinated to believe that there's institutions out here that have more knowledge than you have as an individual to fix the solutions of the world.
Not necessarily. I just don't have delusions of grandeur.
All right, see, you hear that? That's it. You're brainwashed.
I mean,
we get him back to the rabbi. I do agree that.
Can I talk? Yo, damn, y'all.
1 second, world. Just let me just.
But wait, can I just say hello?
Yeah, 5 seconds. 5 seconds.
Y'all have 50.
This guy's an idiot.
1,000 seconds before this entire y'all.
Go ahead, World, please. Go ahead.
All right, go ahead, World. You the admins.
You got it.
All right, so here's the thing, Rabbi. I think the only way we're gonna have peace in the Middle East is the complete.
We're talking about peace in the world. Peace in the world.
Well, it has to start in Gaza, right? It
doesn't. No, it doesn't. I'm saying, how do we create peace in the world?
Well, I think the first step would be all the Muslims converting to either Christianity or Judaism.
Oh man, all right, next. Okay. That's not so.
I'm telling you, man, just kick him out. He's an idiot.
Hey,
No. That's
Bro.
Mordecai. Shabbat shalom, brother. Come on.
Bro, what you got, bro? Join in, bro.
You not gonna shalom me back? What the fuck? What?
Bro, I say shalom. Bro, first of all, Shabbat is over. Okay.
Do you know what I realized, Black Rabbi? You just have trolls in your rooms. That's the only people that join your rooms.
Bro, don't.
I'm not trolling. I'm trying to be friendly greeting.
I know him.
But you're not gonna shalom me back? I have white.
No, I said shalom, bro. I'm trying to
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out solutions for world peace right now, bro.
Can I get a free Palestine?
Bro, there's people dying right now, bro. I'm trying to figure out solutions.
Okay, and you're not gonna
free Palestine from Hamas. There you go, and free Palestine from all the hateful Palestinians who are ruining life for everybody else. You've been offered a state multiple times. You don't want a state. You want destruction of Israel.
I live in the United
States. I'm saying you, the free Palestine people, because there's been multiple offers. You got it. You said no. So let's move on. Oh yeah, it's incorrect.
Yeah,
What's incorrect?
I don't know, man. Read Elon Musk. Read Shlomo Zan. Like, read somebody else. Like,
Read Bill Clinton. Read Bill Clinton. They were offered a state in 2000 at Camp David. They said no.
They turned it down.
This history.
This is not a good faith conversation that you're having.
Oh, I'm not having a good faith conversation? Tell me why. Why is it not good faith?
Yo, relax. You're interrupting me. Because you interrupted before I could finish? Okay. I don't believe
Get used to it. Just get to the point. Don't make long speeches. Get to the...
I don't believe this good faith. Because if you're qualifying the entire history of them as them being offered a state multiple times and them, quote unquote, them, like, I don't know, like maybe you mean the leaders of Palestine or whatever, pre-Palestine even.
Yasser Arafat.
Yeah, like he was offered multiple times, or the people before him were offered multiple. Like, that's just incorrect, and it's not good faith. But
what part is incorrect? Tell me what's incorrect. They were offered a state in 2000 at Camp David. Bill Clinton says it. They didn't even make a counter proposal. He said, if I accepted this, I'd be killed. Because he hadn't prepared his people. Are you back? They're still insisting on a right of return. Now, they are still insisting on a right of return, and that is a non-starter.
Sparkly Seal is back to the show.
Pre-67 Israel.
But the point is the same. Like, I agree. I agree with that history, and I think even most Palestinians who live in Palestine.
Did you download Clubhouse?
Or people who came from Palestinian history will also agree that they had corrupt leadership. And they've been set up for failure. People in the West don't understand that. But the point that I'm focused on is, how do we create world peace? How do we get forward from...
I'll tell you very simply. The way that we create peace in the region right now...
No, world peace.
Hold on, well, listen.
No.
One minute.
No, because before world, because world has a point on this, I want to say, the reason why we have to say world peace, because we have to see hatred in the world as a collective.
Absolutely. Okay, I have an idea.
Let me finish. Let me land the plane. Just give me 10 seconds. World peace is understanding that hatred, suffering, and pain can be removed from human consciousness, right? And if you accept that these things are not things that we have to live with, then we could get to a place to this concept of peace.
I admire what you're trying to do, but let's just start, from where we are, right? The initial way to create peace in the region is by immediately recognizing...
Stop with the region. Forget about the...
So you want to create world peace as a whole?
Yes, that's it.
Rabbi of peace. Rabbi of peace.
In the Middle East, everywhere?
I'm Israel, man.
Bro, can you, Rabbi, can you...
I'm Israel,
As I was saying, right, immediately recognize Somaliland as a sovereign nation. They're going to help with the Houthi problem in the Red Sea. They may potentially relocate some Palestinians over there. And America will have a base right on the Red Sea. That is how you create peace in the region for the time being. Immediately recognize Somaliland as a sovereign, independent nation, free from the terrorist state Somalia.
Bruh, y'all gotta chill. Y'all gotta fix that shit. There's too many wars in Africa. Okay, but my idea for world peace would be ending systems of impunity. Anywhere there is impunity, war crimes will just continue for like decades, hundreds of years even, because nobody actually wants to take account. As soon as people start doing accounting and start making maps and being like, hey, this happened here, like, then people start realizing, oh, fuck. Like, that's why you see, like, Reese by the highway where somebody passed away, got hit by a car. It's so people remember not to do the same fuck shit again. But, like, I think I think World Bank, the world courts, one of the world courts, the ICC, just declared Israel an illegitimate state. And I think this goes towards ending systems of impunity, as well as in Africa and wherever. Like, I think that's something that, like, hasn't been talked. I don't know. Like, the Congo, like, there's
First of all, Sub-Saharan Africa and the Horn of Africa are entirely different spectrums and entirely different political landscapes. So we need to stop sort of generalizing Africa as one, because the people in the Horn of Africa and the people in North Africa are entirely different to the people in West or South Africa.
Are y'all Adam? Wait, are y'all black?
Wait, but really quick,
They don't even consider themselves black. No.
Okay, fair enough.
Are you black though? Like what?
No, I'm not black. No, I'm Cushitic.
No,
and I've got family from Saudi Arabia and the Horn of Africa.
Okay, fair enough. But the point is just saying, like, even by this, it's saying my point is just saying, like,
Kush means black, right?
Is politics?
Cushitic is a type of people. There's Cushitic.
Everybody else besides you thinks the word Kush is Negro, black.
I mean, I know in Hebrew it's a negative term, the word Kush. I mean, that's not the word that I'm saying. I'm not saying Cushy.
No, actually,
I'm saying Kush.
Yeah, but the word Kush
I'm saying Cushitic. Cushitic is a type of people.
So you're technically black.
They're an Afro-Asiatic group.
But is that you in your profile picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an Arab. He's not a Kush.
I'm not an Arab. No, I've got partially my family.
You're Ishaq. Ishaq's an Arab migrant from Yemen. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand. How can you not be Arab and not be black if you're from? You said the Horn of Africa.
And he's Kush on top of that, which means black. It's like so confusing.
No, do you know what the Ishaq people are?
Wait, no. Okay, what are you?
Yeah, Ishaq are like they're like Arab migrants from Yemen, right?
You said Saqqara?
No, my people have a very long history. They've intertwined with
Isaac people.
Yeah. So they don't really consider themselves black. Yeah, I mean, Bantu is black.
Could you explain? Okay, how about peace in Somalia?
Hello, new speaker on stage. Put me in the queue, Dr. Rabbi.
You just came up on the queue.
I'm saying put me in the queue, because Dr. Rabbi's smoking weed. I can hear him hitting his butane torture as he blazes.
Yo, shut up, bro. Shut up. Yo.
Don't tell me to shut up. That's not very polite of you.
Hold on, Doctor. Okay, well, go on.
Right. Yo, could you tell me about Somaliland? Because, like, the idea that, Israel might build a base in Somaliland, might support Somalia. To me, that, I don't like...
Oh, look, it's Dr. Chris. Maybe you should put a shirt on, you fucking fucker.
Our neighbor Djibouti, I mean, they hold about 11 different military bases from...
Yeah, one in China, I believe.
Yeah, China, America, Saudi Arabia, they've got all, every type of country there. The reality is this, right? Somalia is a failed state. They have been a failed state since the 80s, right? Or even before that. They haven't hosted a one-person, one-vote election for over 60 years, right? They barely control the capital city, Mogadishu, let alone the rest of the country. Now, in the 80s, they committed a genocide against the Isaac people, by people. 200,000 people ended up losing their lives. In 91, Somaliland reclaimed their independence, which they already had from June 26, 1960. Israel was actually the first country to initially give us recognition, along with the US and the UK and whatnot. We went into an unratified union with Somalia, which then ended in a genocide. Now, since 91, Somaliland has their own borders, their own currency, their own government, their own elections every 5 years, no Al-Shabaab, no piracy, none of that nature, whereas Somalia is in complete chaos. So what's happening at the moment is Somaliland's in the headlines as they are the only stable, reliable partner on the Red Sea, on the entrance of the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, which about 17% of all world trade ships pass through, right, which is currently getting bombarded by the Yemeni Houthis across the Gulf of Aden. So now the Trump administration and other Western countries are considering re-recognizing Somaliland as an independent state. And that's where we are now.
Whereas but what do you mean? They've already been recognized. You just said so yourself.
Yeah, they were recognized in June. They were recognized in June 26, 1960. They then went into an unratified union with Somalia, which ended up with a genocide. And unfortunately, the Democratic Party and pretty much all leftists around the world operate under a one Somalia policy, similar to the one China policy. Whereas now the tide is slightly shifting that Trump is in power.
So, wait, this is Dr. Black Rabbi's room. This is the Black Rabbi's room, isn't it? He's the moderator.
Okay, Adam, don't you feel like fracturing Somalia into more states? I don't have the best understanding of the history there, but I understand there's kind of larger clans. Yeah, I don't know. This is not that different from different parts of Africa. I mean, it is different.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a case of fracturing the state because, first of all, Somalia isn't even it's not a functioning state, right? It's a failed state. That's number one. Number two, Somaliland is not a successionist country. They're looking for re-recognition. They were already recognized previously. If you go back in time, Somaliland wasn't colonized. They were a British protectorate, whereas Somalia was colonized by Italy. So they have completely different historical accounts. And thirdly, Somalia holds no power over Somaliland as we speak. No Somali president has stepped foot into Somaliland in 34 years. They don't do anything for Somaliland. They don't contribute to the security of Somaliland. If anything, they're the biggest enemy. So I wouldn't really call it fracturing the state. There is no state to begin with.
Are y'all related at all to, like, the other part of some? Okay, like, why do y'all have the same name? Okay, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, are y'all related
so back
at
in the
all?
day, we were British. We were British Somaliland. Somalia, modern day, was Italian Somaliland, and Djibouti was French Somaliland. So they were all called Somaliland for some fucking reason, right? So that's where the name came from. But the actual people are not related. The Isaac people are not even remotely related to the Somali people. They have completely different DNA, completely different. They intermix with different people. Somalis are closer to like sub-Saharan Africa. They're closer to Kenya.
What is this, a eugenics room? I thought that we were talking with the Black Rabbi here.
1 minute, please. So Somalia is closer.
Wait, when you saying that, are you talking about like Durad, the Hawi? Like,
yeah, that's right. Yeah, the Hawi is the Darod.
Those people. So every other clan basically is
the Darods are slightly different.
Why do you people have plus signs in your profiles? Are you part of like a collective or something?
So the Darod people are slightly different. They also
Hello? Moderator, can we please have some moderation? These two will go on forever with their bullshit tribal discussion. It's not interesting and no one cares. Please move on.
I think you're in the Matrix. I think he's in the Matrix.
Yeah, I can't even hear him.
I mean, he is making he's kind of making a good point. Adam, my question to you is like, do you have power in the Somaliland place you're talking about? Like you personally?
Yeah, I mean, my father was in the government for 20 years. I've got ties with the current president and the previous president. So yeah.
What does that mean? You have ties? What does that mean? You have ties? What does that mean?
Well, I mean, I can go for a lunch with them if I wanted to.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay.
I'm here right now as we speak.
Okay, so what is the GDP of Somalia?
I mean, it's not a recognized country, so our main sort of economic.
It doesn't have a GDP, or no?
It does, but it's fairly low because, like I said, it's
3
not.
million? 3 million?
I don't know. It's really low because we're at the end. Hold on. Can I finish, please? The international community still views them as a part of Somalia. So we suffer from the sanctions of the terrorist group. Or the terrorist state.
I'm not judging. I'm just saying. What is your?
Secondly, right now we've just built the port of Berbera, which is.
Bro, I'm asking a simple question. What's the GDP?
I mean, it's low right now. Come back in 5 years.
Okay, fine. It's low. What is it?
Yeah, come back in 5 years.
200,000. It's 200,000 GDP.
It's better than the African and American GDP.
Yeah, it's low, man.
African American GDP is $1.9 trillion.
I have an interesting question. Also, add me back, Adam. Were there was there this level of clan violence? It's not what y'all call them clans. Okay, but clan violence, pre-colonial, or like, and how did did
So
like
prior
really
to that, again, yeah, but
happen
this,
during the colonial?
Adam, can you please answer my question? What is the GDP? I don't care what it is.
just
I'm not
asked-
judging
I-
you.
Google it.
Okay,
Google it.
It's
genuinely,
about
I don't-
2.7 billion.
genuinely,
a year.
Black Rabbi, I don't
2.7
even
billion.
know.
You guys are doing 2.7 billion.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
roughly because it's they don't have a real currency, so no one can really like go
Yeah, we
there
can't
and
really measure
calculate.
it. It can't really
But
measure
they
it.
have a lot.
What do you
of
mean?
stuff.
You mean they don't have a real currency? What's the
Because
currency
it's
in
not
Somalia?
it's not internationally recognized country yet.
Okay, what is the currency in Somalia?
It's the
They use
shilling.
shilling.
Somaliland.
Shilling. It's called a shilling. Shilling.
Yeah, like basically $1 is a bucket full of shillings. Like,
Look, I tell you, for every dollar, how much is a shilling?
yeah,
It's about 8,000 right now.
Yeah, you need a
8,000.
Yeah, you
Okay,
need
and how much is like a house cost in Somalia? Like 4 bedrooms.
120,000.
Surprisingly, yeah, no, I mean it goes up. It goes up. You can find properties for up to like 400,000 USD.
Basically, the rabbi, what you need is for every dollar, you need a barrel full of the Somaliland shilling.
Not necessarily, because they
So
come in 5,000 notes. They come in a note of 5,000. So
How's that better?
for $1, you just need like 2 notes.
Black Rabbi, I came to hear some Torah. Do you have 10 minutes for Torah?
But World made an interesting question I want to answer.
We're trying to figure out.
Thank you. Please answer my question.
So pre-colonial times, this perpetuates the idea that they are separate
Before you
countries.
guys keep going.
Damn, Mordecai, damn.
Okay, I'm gonna let Adam go. Okay, I'm just saying. I just want to set it to him. The point is just saying right now we're trying to figure out how do we create world peace, right? So Adam is coming with a perspective. He's talking from a Somalian perspective, which is not a big perspective, but it's a still perspective. And
Somaliland.
I mean, it's big. It's big when you look at the geographical location. It's massive.
No, it is. No, it is. I'm just trying to talk to Doctor here. I'm just saying we're trying to figure out world peace, right? So the whole discussion here, he's speaking. What I understand from Adam, he's saying if Somaliland was empowered, it would lead to world peace. Okay, I'm cool with that. World is speaking from an American perspective, very leftist, and so we're just trying to talk about world peace. The key is world peace. I don't want to talk about,
World peace begins with Torah, wisdom.
Okay, but the wisdom brings us to action, right? And so the action is to create.
The wisdom brings us to peace.
Bro, why do you have this troll here, Mordecai? Like,
No, he's all right. He's trying his best. He wants peace too. All
I'm
right,
not a troll, you're a troll.
Adam, go ahead. Adam, talk about world peace.
Yeah, so as I was saying, prior to colonial times, and this further perpetuates the idea that Somaliland and Somalia were never a country. Somaliland had their own empire. It was called the Ad Sultanate. It spread from Somaliland, as we know it today, to even parts of Eritrea and Ethiopia, whereas Somalia had their own thing going on. I can't even remember the name of it. But the reality is, there wasn't really any sort of clan warfare. We never interacted with the Somali people, specifically like the Hawiyas and those groups. The Darods are slightly different because they live in between us. So they live in between Somaliland and Somalia.
I told you, they're just gonna go on about their tribal bullshit all day long.
Which is kind of like modern day Puntland, but they consider themselves a part of Somalia. So, and the Darods, like you asked if there was a clan warfare?
Yeah, and to what extent would it compare to what's going on in like
There wasn't any.
80s?
Why don't you fuckers just open your own room? You're clearly in some kind of a stupid cult with your stupid plus signs.
So there wasn't any sort of clan warfare apart from when the dictator Siad Barre took over. And then he committed a genocide against Somaliland in the late 80s. And he even killed a lot of his own people. He was a fascist. He was a crazy guy. And he ended up being overthrown. It was actually the Somalilanders that overthrew him.
What is this, a fucking history class? Black Rabbi, teach these schmucks some Torah.
So yeah, I think personally the only way to find peace in the region, because if you look at the neighbours well, right, let's look at our neighbours as a Somalilander. You've got Somalia, failed state. You've got Ethiopia that's doing pretty well. The only issue is they're landlocked and they've got a massive population. And they've got their own internal issues going on, right, with the Tigray and the rest of them. Look at Eritrea, dictatorship. Look at what's happening in Sudan. Look what's happening across the pond in Yemen, right? We're the only democratic nation in the entire region. There's no one else that the Western world can work with in that region. Absolutely none.
Simping, man. Damn.
Yeah.
You're bootlicking right now, bro. You're bootlicking.
I don't know if that's true, but like I hear you.
Okay, tell me one other stable partner.
The reason why you ain't got no Jewish students, Black Rabbi, is because you got no education curriculum for these
I
people.
think it's probably better in Palestine than it is in any of those countries you mentioned.
Exactly. There's no stable partner in the Horn of Africa region.
Why don't you guys go create a geopolitical room or something? This is a room about love between Palestinians and Israelis.
Do you understand?
You're wasting everyone's time having your own private conversation. This is a public room. You gentlemen are talking about a very specific niche that no one is interested in. Go to your own private room and let Black Rabbi teach Torah.
And just to confirm, Somaliland isn't looking to host an Israeli base.
Yo, Adam, listen, I'm gonna open a room. Add me back.
Yeah, I've added you. Open a room.
All right.
Definitely a room killer, bro. Definitely a room killer.
Hey, the thing is saying that this is the beginning of a discussion, big discussion about world peace, right? And the key thing is when we talk about world peace here, we're saying that all pain in the world is collective, right? No matter what part of the planet Earth that it's on, all pain is connected. So if it's in Taiwan, if it's in Russia, if it's in Ukraine, if it's in, Jordan, Israel, Gaza, whatever the pain is, it's all one collective idea. We have to figure out a way to kind of like get it out of this reality. Pain out of the thinking. In Hebrew, the word is makshava, right? How do we get out of the mind, the thinking process of humanity, right? That's what we're trying to get to, right? So
that starts with being honest, right? I think that's the beginning of it, like totally being honest.
Yeah, I think the key what you're saying, the way I understand what you're saying is that you're saying it's about truth. In order to get to that place, we have to get to a place of truth.
Yeah.
Right.
Like like unbiased, honest truth.
Yo, Black Rabbi, if I ever make it to Israel, I'm gonna roll up a blunt and we're gonna drink some Hennessy, l'chaim.
Wait, but why do I have to be incorporated with marijuana and drinking?
Cause I can hear you clicking your butane. I can hear you smoking weed over there, Black Rabbi. Don't deny it now.
No, bro, stop it, bro. Stop with the rumors, bro. I don't smoke weed, bro.
Really?
Bro, stop trying.
What's all that clicking then? I keep hearing that butane torch get clicked.
I don't know. Why are you putting that on me? I'm just saying.
All right, I retract it. I retract it.
I'm just saying, bro.
But what's up with these plus people in the right hand corner of the PTR? They're like in a cult or some shit.
I don't know, man. Just no profanity, please.
Oh man, isn't it my favorite guy, Sin and
Look who it is. It's Doctor Who.
I think
Israelite.
Doctor, this is who is the clubhouse drug dealer.
Is he? What does he spread? Mind viruses?
He sells everything, anything you want. He's the
Mostly,
plug.
I know. Well, meth. I mean, I know your people like meth. Is that or heroin? Is that what your people like?
All right, let's keep it kosher here. We're talking about how to create world peace. You schwartz, you morons.
Oh, okay. I don't like kosher salt. I like regular salt, buddy. Fuck.
I didn't mean to say schwartz. I meant to say schmuck.
I meant to say your people have the worst cuisine in the world. Who the fuck eats gefilte fish?
Well, why don't you like Jewish delicacies? They're delicious.
Chicken and griglins and chitlins and watermelon.
That shit's fucking amazing, my friend. What are you talking about?
Chitlins?
I just want to say one thing.
Chitlins? What is a chitlin? What part of an animal? Where on the animal? Show me on the animal the chitlin.
It's the fucking intestines.
I ain't trying to eat that shit.
Yeah,
I'm good on chitlins. I'm good on tripe.
Gentlemen,
Stomach lining.
Gentlemen, the Black Rabbi is trying to speak. It's his room. Let him speak.
Oh, go ahead.
So this is the thing. The key focus right now is to be completely innovative. Meaning that how
your bike is not great.
I know. I'm just charging my phone right now. But the thing is like this. How do we? You know what? I put my mic in and I put my charger in when you guys talk. Hold on 1 second.
Cool. Back to fucking trash can.
Alright, anyways, alright, I'm back.
Yeah, back to your fucking disgusting ass food that you be eating.
How do we innovate, Dr. Rabbi?
You guys love it though. You guys eat it.
Alright, Aaron, anyways, this is what we're going to do. So the key conversation right now, the biggest conversation you can have in your life, that even this conversation we're saying right now, after you die and you stand in front of God, you can say, hey, I had this conversation. You know? So
I know God's gonna reject gefilte fish at the Golden Gates.
Shut the fuck up!
Very possible. It's very possible. Gefilte fish, very possible. But the point is like this: how do we create world peace? Right? How do
We create peace within ourselves.
Okay, I like that. That's a good submission. So the thing is, it's like this: how do we create global peace? Right? How do we figure out? Because the thing about what is the opposition of peace? Right? Pain, suffering. Right? These type of things,
War.
right?
I don't think that pain is the opposition to peace.
You're talking to a black rabbi here, Dr. Zachary. Jesus. This guy has done Hajj. He used to be a Muslim. This guy clearly has had to rectify some painful issues in his life.
Anyways, hey, put it this way. I'm no different than any other Jew. We got a big tikkun we got to deal with, right? So I'm no different, right? But the point is, it's like this. So the thing is saying like, if pain did not exist in the consciousness on all the humans on planet Earth, would suffering exist?
Jesus Christ, haven't you ever read the Buddha? The key word is not pain, it's desire.
What a geschmorkenborg.
I don't know about this.
Isn't that what Jewish people say? What a geschmorkenborg.
I don't know about schmorkenborg. That's like
I don't think that geschmorkenborg is a word, is it?
I don't know if it's a word, but I feel like it's like.
Wait, Rabbi, I want to read from the Siddur Avodot Israel. I want to make a submission for the World Peace Project. I want to read the 13 Articles of Faith, if I may.
All right, go ahead.
Extol the living God, his praises sound, whose being unbegun no time can bound. A unity is he, beside him none, by mortal unconceived, eternal one, without similitude or corporal frame. Man's lips his hallowed state can ne'er proclaim. Oh, ere creation rose, he stood sublime, alone and unsustained before all time. To him, eternal Lord, all things below, as to the God supreme, allegiance owe. The gift of prophecy did he consign unto a chosen few of glorious line. Yet like to Moses none in Israel rose, for whose rapt gaze himself did God disclose. The law of truth hath he his people given. Through him the prophet proved most true to heaven. His law God ne'er will change, whilst time shall be, nor alter in the least eternally. No secret from his gaze the heart unfolds. Who ere aught is begun, the end beholds. The good man he rewards with virtue's meed, and visits on the bad each wicked deed. Messiah shall he send, when good shall seem to such as patient wait till he redeem. The dead shall grace divine to life restore. Blessed be his sacred name forevermore.
Oh, that guy was struggling to read.
No, he didn't struggle, man. He said good. So, were those the 13 principles? Was it by Rambam, or is that what you're saying? Doctor? I'm just saying.
It's from the Sefer HaAvodot. I don't know if that's Rambam, but it's put into rhyme, and it's part of the morning
Yeah, it
prayers.
was put in right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was unique. It was very. That's what I'm saying. It's like it wasn't like the principles, but it was like the principles, but like said in like poetry. It was very interesting.
Yeah, it's. I mean, and I'm reading it like in an English way, but I think peace is really essentially an equation. And until people start reading words again and creating these mass equations, there will never be peace. I think the population from 1920 to 2020 has gotten horrible. It has degraded. The fact is, everyone is doom scrolling and reading memes, but the long equations are not there. They were probably very close to peace in 1920, and thus the World War broke out because the understanding of philosophy and the wisdom of God was profound. And even if you read Karl Marx, you can see how him and Engels were talking about the universal man, or essentially how every man is a prince. And unfortunately, we have been manipulated, I think, by, communication propaganda to essentially engage in this never ending struggle of war and profit making and manipulation. And, little books like The Safer, can keep you safer.
No, but there's something very powerful you just said that like I feel like in a way changed my life right now. Is the idea of thinking about how wars break out, and really, if you really look at it, what was going on at that time, it could have been humongous intellectual and spiritual innovation. And the Satan creates a negativity to create war that we get blasted out of it. No one's thinking about it anymore. No one's thinking about the innovation. All we know is the war and the byproduct of the war. So like these First World War, Second World War, all these things are going on. It's like it's a massive time of enlightenment, right? And these wars come in, and it's by the dark side, right? And then this war creates this like violence between people, and then the whole generation forgets about the innovation. It's like you go to a party, right? And the party's so great, everyone's dancing, everyone's connected, the drinks are great, blah blah. And then some guy gets into a fight, right? Guy gets in a fight, and then you leave, and then all you can remember is now the fight, right? You don't remember how great it was before. So it's like that. So I'm getting from what you're saying to say, hey, let's reanalyze world wars. Let's say the wars themselves are mamash, right?
It's wild.
Mamish expressions of the Satan blocking the innovation of that generation. Wow, powerful. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't think people understand your perspective.
If you put the trucks down, you would have understood,
No, what I'm saying is I don't think people understand Black Rabbi's perspective. Like, you're just a man. Everybody's just a man, but like you're living in Yerushalayim, like you're. But see, the thing is, this is why I say Aliyah is like secondary. It's like people want to do Aliyah. They want a big change. Like talk to my friend the trash bag here. He wants to do Aliyah. And like I think is
Black Rabbi did Aliyah.
I know, but what I'm saying is that doesn't solve the problem. Geographic proximity doesn't give you the code. If you want the codex of the Torah implanted into your consciousness and you want to basically, I think it's just technically Gnosticism or unity with the God consciousness, it creates peace. And comedy. You don't want war, you don't want disharmony, and you don't want to waste your time. I asked a rabbi, and I gave him tzedakah. His whole solution is be productive, because that is essentially what you're left with, meaning that you realize the material world is the spiritual world and the spiritual world is the material world. So all you're left with is productivity, meaning read books. Like that's a very productive usage of your time, or clean your house. But what that really is saying is clean your mind. Stop thinking and your problems. That's why I don't think Aliyah solves the riddle, which is really like the riddle of the Sphinx or the riddle of the pyramids, meaning who are you?
Except for the Jew.
Huh?
The Aliyah could be.
It could bring one closer to tasty falafel and beautiful women and good weather.
But a book in a library in any major city is going to bring you closer to Yerushalayim.
Not for the Jew, though. Not for the Jew. The land for the Jew means something unique.
Well, that's the big thing. I mean, if you're right, well, then you're right. If I'm wrong, I mean, but
I'm
look.
not saying you're wrong or I'm right. I'm just saying at the end of the day, regardless of me and you, and I'm not pretending to know your perspective about life and the whole thing. But I'm saying at the end of the day, the soul of Israel, that neshama, that soul itself, is directly connected to the land of Eretz Israel. There's nothing we can do about it.
I know, but what's greater, the Torah or the land?
What do you mean? It's no competition. They're together.
I know, but everything is an index. So it's like,
what's greater, the meat or the bread? I mean, they're sandwiched. They're together. I mean,
right. Yeah, that's true. So it's like the cornucopia then. It's the Thanksgiving dinner.
Tomorrow, but God willing, I'll be going tomorrow. I'm going up to the Temple Mount with a bunch of Jews, and it's with IDF soldiers, and we're going to be walking around the Temple Mount. You know what I'm saying? This is real life. You know what I mean? Like, this is real life. Like, it's not like, I get it. Like, Kutu Aretz is a whole concept. This.
Yeah, when you're done, then you can get a nice falafel.
See,
but you know what? But I'll tell you like this. I live close by the Shuk, right? In Machne Yehuda, right? Central Jerusalem.
Oh, you live in Jerusalem.
I'm in Jerusalem. And so the thing is, they just opened a fried chicken place. And I'm telling you, it's the best.
Chicken station?
No, fried chicken. Wait, I think it is chicken station. How do you know that?
Chicken station? Because I know. What do you mean? Because I lived in Israel for a couple months ago. And also I watched Margot Explains It All.
She talks about the chicken place?
She makes fun of Israeli men who love...
You're in the Matrix. We can't hear you. Anyways, the point is just saying that I don't know why you got on fried chicken, but I don't know how we got to this point of discussion. But
No, because I said falafel and then you said fried chicken and then I said chicken station.
Yeah, but falafel. So here's the thing. So you go through different generations of your relationship with Eretz Israel. So when I came here, I came here exclusively in yeshiva. Right. Hold on. What is this? It's not my house.
Who is unmuted?
Yeah, I muted him. Anyway, so when I first came, this is the thing. So I came to Israel. I was in LA. I converted to Judaism.
Oh, my bad. Was I unmuted? Sorry, guys.
It's all good. I was in LA. I converted to Judaism in 2013, but my journey to Judaism started in 2003 when I started going to the Kabbalah Center in Los Angeles, right? So I got into Kabbalah Center, Kabbalah. Came to Israel, blah, blah, blah. Came to Israel for Rosh Hashanah with the Kabbalah Center, the whole thing, and I was like, wow. But it wasn't until like 10 years later that I converted to Orthodox Judaism. But I was at the Kabbalah Center and I left, and then I went. It was a whole big story. I'm saving a lot of time, like how I got there, who I met, and this whole thing. But I'm saying, the point is, so I went there. I converted to Judaism in 2013, and I'm living in LA, whatever. And there's this like, I changed a lot after I converted. I didn't realize it was gonna be such a change. And I got into politics. I wanted to like protest. You know what I mean? It's so Jewish looking back on it now, right? But I was just like, wanting to like make a statement. It was so Abraham Avinu. Like I'm like thinking about my journey. But anyways, the point is saying that then after I eventually ran for U.S. Congress in Los Angeles, it was a whole thing. And the rabbis in the LA community were like, hey, you should go to yeshiva for a little bit and then come back. You help the community so much. I was like, you know what? I'm single. I had a breakup with this whole girl, that I thought I was going to marry. And so I went to Israel, and I went to yeshiva, and I started at Or Sameach, which is a big yeshiva in Jerusalem. And I was there for like 4.5 years, and I'm talking about like day and night. I'm talking about waking up, doing Netilat Yadayim, and grabbing a Gemara and walking to yeshiva and not leaving until the sun is down, And that was like...
Is that where you gained all the weight?
Yeah, I did gain a lot of weight there. But truthfully, you know when I gained a lot of weight? When I got married. That's when I gained a lot of weight. Because, like, the thing is, like, when you get married, it's like you have, like, Shabbat at your house, right? It's like you and your wife, and it's like, it's just you and her, right? And you have, like, you go out and you buy all this food, whatever. We're eating so much lamb, like, almost like a kilo of lamb, like, every Shabbos. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
I don't know, because it's just gluttonous,
Why don't you just have a salad for Shabbos?
Nah, I don't know. I mean, you can. But I'm saying,
yeah.
I'm saying at that stage, that's where we were at, right?
Hey, Black Rabbi. Hey, Black Rabbi.
What else, up, dude?
Hey, did you see that deal?
What deal?
They
Wiz?
Yeah, the $32 billion, man.
Yeah, they got some money out there, though. Those boys made some big money on that Wiz deal. Wiz.
What's the word out there, man? Are they gearing up for what, man? Hey, what's the startup scene like out there?
Wait. We're having a discussion right now.
I know, but we know money's more important, man. That's what you're in it for.
Yeah,
right?
but you're having a discussion with white people, Black Rabbi. So if a black man wants to come in here and start talking about the deals or whatever, it's just a couple of white boys.
Hey, what's up with all this?
Anyways. My whole Shabbos here in Nakala in Jerusalem was full of Ashkenazi.
More insecure white
Ashkenazi. The thing about I met this girl today, and I don't know if I want to say it, but her dad is like one of the major rabbis in the UK. I don't want to say where, but the point is just saying, I was just like, you know what? And the thing about it, what's interesting about it is like she's a police officer here, and it was just like, that could be an ideal situation. You know what I mean? But it's like, how do I figure that out? Like, me as a convert, the whole thing, like, how do I get that girl? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we'll figure it out. Maybe the thing, but that's where I'm at. Anyways, but the point is what? Anyways, so the point is just saying that, so I came here in 2016. I came to yeshiva day and night, 4.5 years. And then I learned at other yeshivot here in Israel, and eventually, whatever. I got smicha again. And I became this rabbi. It's like it's a real thing. And
you think they're gonna write a book about you, the rabbi? I could come up with a great title.
What would the title be?
Black Rabbi.
Yeah, I think that's all that. Yeah, actually, it's so well. Just Black Rabbi.
First of all, this is the thing. This is just the beginning, right? Because the thing is like this. I believe in massive levels of change.
Rabbi, do you think that we all essentially share the same desires?
Same desires?
Meaning a wife, a kid, a house, some income.
Yeah. I think we all. I think there's.
I disagree. We do not all share the same desires.
No, okay. That's what I was going to say actually. So the thing is like this: the sages outline and said there's 4 levels of desire that's revealed in reality, right? And one level of desire is the mineral kingdom, the rock kingdom. Another level is the vegetation kingdom. And a level above that is the animal kingdom. And a level above that is the human kingdom, right? So those are 4 different levels. Within the human kingdom, there's different levels, right? So you have on a basic level, what would be like the mineral level would be a guy who lives every day just for the sake of living, right? He makes money, he wants to eat food, he wants to sleep, drink, have his, intimacy and, go to do the same thing, and then he dies, right? And then you have a guy above that, which would be the vegetation level, which would be a guy who wants luxury, right? And you have a level above that, which would be connected to the animal kingdom, which would be a guy who wants to have power, influence. He wants to create big things, right? And then the level above that, which would be the human kingdom, would be a person who just wants to connect to wisdom for the sake of connection to God, right? So you have those 4 levels of human beings. So most of the people that the Western society, and this is where a lot of Jews get confused at. The Western society glorifies the vegetation level, where they glorify the guy who gets luxury. The guy who's not just a worker, but he's the owner of the business, and he makes money, and he has a big car, and he has a big house, and this whole thing, right? And so a lot of us Jews, we come in, we're living in Western society, and we see such an emphasis on that level that we believe in it to the point that we believe at the level above that, which is this idea of the level of power and influence. We say, well, those are the elite. I may not be at the elite level, but I can work hard and reach the level of vegetation. But the real level...
Vegetation?
Wait, we're going to get there.
Wait, what y'all talking about?
But the real level is a level of totally connected to wisdom, which is the human level, right? And that's the level of the Jew. The level of the Jew throughout history, Yaakov was connected to the level of complete, as we say in Yiddish, devekut, right? To Hashem, right? Complete clinging to Hashem, right? That's what Yaakov was holding at, right? And so we've been deceived to have the ambition of the world of luxury, right? We've been deceived. That's not our level. That's the level by the other nations. That's what they do. They need the luxury. We don't need the luxury. We passed those levels. We live many lifetimes. We just want to connect completely to Hashem. That's what we ultimately want. The Jew who says, I want to be a billionaire, he believes that is the mechanism to bring him closer to Hashem.
Yeah, but
he may not know that.
If you want to unite with Hashem and connect with Hashem, I mean, a lot of people on this app, they will debate endlessly and never come to any conclusions, and all they do is complain about words, books, and numbers.
I'm talking to you. I may have came on this app just for this conversation right now with you. I'm talking to you as a Jew. Right?
No, I know, but I'm saying, how do you connect with Hashem? It's got to be through the Word, which is a book.
No,
that's not even true. If you read the book that we have spent the most time reading, it doesn't even necessarily. I mean, the Tanya doesn't say read Tanya.
The Tanya.
If you read the Tanya, it doesn't say to meet God, read Tanya.
No, I'm saying if you want to connect with Hashem, the wisdom in Tanya or Torah will help you get closer. I mean, that's why I say word is the only way to really try to get close to Hashem.
Yeah, no.
Well, that's true, but wait, if I may, it's true that the word helps you get closer to Hashem. It's true that there is wisdom in Tanya, but my point is when you read the Tanya says, for example, control your anger. When you have an angry thought, push it out of your mind. And so, is the true task of life to gain wisdom, or to do what the wisdom books are actually telling us to do, which is to control our emotions? That's my only point. My point is, wisdom is in books, but when you read the wisdom books, they don't tell you, continue reading books. They actually give you wisdom, which might even be like sit by a river, or love your neighbor, or control your anger, or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's the case. I think both of you guys are making very explicit points that are important. One point is that there is information and there is action, right? And I think that's what the Jews said on Mount Sinai, right? Ma'aseh Nishma, right? Like that was a concept on Mount Sinai. It's like we will do and Ma'aseh we will make and Nishma, right? We will and then we'll listen, right? So it's just saying like that's the whole concept. It's not separate.